Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. So excited to have you all joining us tonight. Let's see, let's welcome the folks coming in on Zoom and welcome all you folks who are joining us on Facebook Live. So grateful that you're all here. Tonight, as you know, is our live streaming Sunday Goal Achievement Mastermind. And always excited to be holding this with you all. This is sponsored by my company, Integrative Wellness and Development, LLC, and my Evolve Health Caring Thought Leader Program, and my Your 9 Steps to Goal Achievement Mastery Program. Lots of sponsors tonight. Isn't that exciting? Yes, and I meet with them every day when I look in the mirror. So it's a really great thing to have all of those sponsors. So with that, as you know, this is all about education. This is about goal achievement. This is about inspiration, perspiration. This is not about attempting to or claiming I'm going to heal, diagnose, prevent anything, any illness, any condition. You must always consult with your physician or licensed practitioner or someone you trust. That is not the purpose of tonight. Also, we are not affiliated with any other group, any other philosophy, any other program. This is strictly the thoughts and practices and discoveries that I've made over the years. And it is presented and owned by my company, Integrative Wellness and Development, LLC. So with that, we are going to move into tonight's program because we have lots of stuff to talk about and lots of stuff to do. So let's get connected to the PowerPoint, where the power is the point and the point is the power. And I'm pointing at the point and waiting for the power, and there's the power and the point. Isn't that amazing how that all works, right? All right, so here we go. I need to move the little thing so I can see everything that's going on. Can everybody see that? Yes? Hoorah! There it is. Tonight, we are talking about how to shed the old self-limiting identities to embody a new limitless self. Hence the photograph of the icky snake that's over here. And as you can see, it is crawling out of its old skin. And in my description, I let you know that this is an essential process for the snake to move forward in its life. It must shed the old skin if it wants to survive and thrive in the new reality, the new day. So that's why I picked this. It's the metaphor I'm using tonight. It's something I've been working with, 45 years, right? Most of my adult life and actually my teenage life, I've been working on this. And so tonight we're going to focus on this. So let's jump right into it. What is this all about? Well, what we're trying to look at is how to change our reality. And first we have to take a look at, in order to change our reality, and in order to shed our skin of our past limiting reality, we first need to look at what comprises that reality. Okay. Our current reality is rooted in our current identity that we hold on to. Okay. And our current identity determines the absolute minimum results we are comfortable tolerating in our life. Okay, that doesn't seem very inspiring. Right? The absolute minimum results I'm comfortable tolerating. But you know what? We oftentimes find ourselves in that place when we are looking at the choices we make in our life, how to move forward from where we are right now. We tend to slide back to what we're comfortable tolerating. So let's take a look at then. The first step is taking a look at our identity. Okay. What are we identifying on when we are creating and maintaining this current reality? What is our concept of our identity? Right? So if we want to change our reality, it's important that we begin to change our identity, right? If I continue to identify myself as an overweight person who likes to eat a whole pizza every day, I cannot change that reality to the new reality of someone who is a healthy weight, has healthy cholesterol and fat levels in my blood, has a healthy blood pressure. Those two don't match because I'm identifying with the person who likes to eat way more than what is necessary because I'm living to eat instead of eating to live. That was a former identity. Okay. And our identity is going to determine our perceptions and our beliefs about ourselves and our life. Okay. So if we have an identity that, I've never really been very successful, never in keeping a job or keeping a relationship, then that begins to allow us to follow in all of our beliefs, right? Start to center around that's my reality, is that I'm just not able to be successful in a job or in a relationship. And I am identifying that because of a repetitive experience. Let's say that's it. That's not my identity, but that's an identity that I had a long time ago. And my vision of my world was tinted by that perception because I believed that those perceptions were true, right? And what happens is the identity frames our perceptions about our world around us and our beliefs about the world around us and our beliefs about ourselves. And we start generating thoughts and feelings that match those beliefs, that match the identity that we've created, and they support that identity. Okay, thumbs up. Does that make sense so far? Guys getting this? Okay. Okay. All right. And then you can see those thoughts and feelings then determine our actions. So we start with who are we identifying as being us, right? What are our qualities, characteristics, past experiences, right? Next, that clouds our perceptions and our beliefs. So what are our beliefs about ourselves? We want to take a look at that. And then we want to take a look at what are the thoughts and feelings we experience every day that is supporting this, that continues to feed this, and that causes us to act in harmony with those thoughts, feelings, beliefs, perceptions, with that identity. Even though this is not the identity we want, this is not the identity we were born to have, it's an identity that we accepted because it delivered the absolute minimum results we're comfortable tolerating, right? So this identity is harmonious with the thermostat setting we have set for ourselves in our lives. It's like a thermostat. And if you're comfortable in the dead of winter having your thermostat set to 65, that's what it's going to be, right? And if you don't change that thermostat setting, it's not going to get warmer in your home. And let's say you have family, children, people visiting, and 65 is not going to do it for them. They need warmer temperature, but you can't have the higher temperature if the thermostat is set to the same old minimum results we're comfortable tolerating. Do you see the connection I'm making here? Yes or yes? Okay. This is not judgment. This is just observation. We do this in our lives. I do this in my life. I get in an area where I'm comfortable. I get in a groove, and I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And that becomes my identity. And that governs my thoughts and feelings. And then that's what governs my actions. Okay. This is not judgment. This is just observation. So let's continue with this observation. Okay. If we want to create a new reality for ourselves, right, we cannot do that with the same thermostat setting, the results we're comfortable tolerating. That's not going to work. We cannot create a new reality with the old identity we have about ourselves. We cannot create a new reality with the old beliefs that we have about life, about the world, about other people, about our abilities. Right? We cannot achieve a new reality with old thoughts and feelings that are limiting us. And we cannot create a new reality by simply taking different action, right? You know, some people, they start a business and things are not going well. So they say, well, if I want things to go well, I'm just going to have to work longer. So I'm going to have to work 80 hours instead of 40. And so they work 80 hours doing the same things they've done when they were working 40 hours, right? Just doing more of the things that don't work. And then being surprised that they're working 80 hours and they're still having the same results. Well, you know, maybe I need to work 180 hours, right? No. Being busier does not relate to having a good business, and taking the wrong action more times is not going to deliver new results that match the new reality you want. Okay. I'm making this very simplistic, but this, by looking at things really simplistically, we begin to see the patterns. See? And this is the most important thing, is being able to perceive patterns, being able to own those patterns, and then change the pattern. And that's what we're doing tonight with these exercises. Okay, let's move forward. All right, so to have a new reality, we need to change the thermostat by changing our identity of ourselves, changing our perceptions and beliefs. That will change our thoughts and feelings, and that will change our actions. We don't just change the actions first. We have to start with this, our identity, right? How do we identify with this new reality? Not try to achieve it with the old identity. Okay? So, to begin to create and maintain our new identity, we must first disassociate with our old identity. Okay? We have to disassociate from it. We have to move away from it. We have to begin the process of dissolving our attachment to it. So let's do that, because we want to then completely associate with our new desired reality. So, step one, disassociate from your past thoughts and feelings. To do this, let's do a little visualization. Close your eyes for a moment, and many of you are familiar with these guided visualizations or contemplations, but this is very, very important. Whenever you are trying to change your reality, right, and you find yourself caught in that rut of thoughts and feelings, which create the same actions, which create the same results, close your eyes for a moment and just observe those thoughts and feelings that you are having about the current reality you're in and something that you might want to change. Okay? Take a moment, observe the thoughts and feelings. moment now and move your focus out and above and observe yourself, observing those thoughts and those feelings. Who is doing the observing? Who is observing yourself, observing the thoughts and feelings? That's the person we want to focus our attention on and work from that state. I'm aware of the person that is observing, not caught up in the thinking or the feeling or the doing. He or she is observing. You observing. Once you are really connected with who are you, who is the one observing, this is your timeless, limitless free self that is not attached to the old identity. It's not attached to the old beliefs or perceptions. It's not attached to any thoughts or feelings or actions. It's completely neutral. As that observer, see yourself disassociating from that identity, thoughts, feelings, actions of the old reality. Feel what this feels like. Sense what its sense is like. Become comfortable with this state of consciousness, the state of being, the observer only. Whenever we get caught up with the thoughts, the feelings, the beliefs, and the actions of an old identity, stop and practice this becoming the observer who observes. Completely disassociated from that which it is observing. You're completely objective. Center yourself in this no thingness of pure awareness. For each time you do this, you will weaken and eventually remove your association with that old limited reality. You will completely shed that skin if you practice this regularly. When you start to get caught up in that old reality, go within, be the observer of you observing, and disassociate or detach yourself from that. And in time, that will the bridge will, the chain that chains us to that old reality will be broken. And you'll be free to embrace a new reality. Okay, let's come back now. So that step one was disassociating with the old reality. Now we want to go through the slow, gradual, thoughtful process of creating our new reality, right? With a new thermostat of what we are willing to do in order to achieve a higher level, right? Not the minimum level, but a desired higher level that we want to achieve in this new reality. And this new reality is made of a new identity, new perceptions and beliefs, new thoughts and feelings, and new actions. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's start. So you have your piece of paper or your journal. First thing I'm going to ask you to do in creating your new identity, let's draw a picture of your new higher self. It could be Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Batwoman, or it could be just a series of qualities, right? But start creating the imagery of your new identity, right? Create a metaphor for it. Create an image for it on your piece of paper. Okay. Now, next to that image, the first thing we're going to do is list 5 descriptive qualities about your new identity, right? My new self is healthy. My new self is happy. My new self is creative. My new self, whatever, 4 and 5, and if you want to list more, but 5 descriptive qualities that describe this new identity, not your old one, the new one you are looking to move into as you shed the old one. Be clear, be descriptive, have that description evoke imagery and feeling inside of you. Okay, next. Define 5 superpower traits your new identity possesses that will enable you to effortlessly create your new reality. 5 superpowers. Right? I'm a great visualizer. I'm very creative. I'm a good communicator. I'm able to inspire. I'm able to manifest things in my life. I have great relationships. You know, just think about superpower traits that you have. They don't have to be faster than a speeding bullet, but they are superpowers that directly connect to being able to create your new reality. You all have them. If you can't think of 5, you can think of 1 or 2 right now or 3, that's great. You can always come back to this. and I hope you will. This recording will be on my Facebook Live page. If you want to go back and watch it and redo the exercise. Then next to each superpower trait, create a description of how this superpower trait enables your new identity to create your new reality. You know, one of my superpowers is when I commit to something, I am relentless like a dog with a bone. I'm going to keep charging and charging and charging and charging to do what it takes to get things done. Right? That could be a superpower. Or I'm a very creative person and I can figure out 2 or 3 different ways of doing something that saves time and gets it done faster, better. I'm great organizing people to get things done as a team. Whatever that is, describe how that trait will enable your new identity to create your new reality. And if this isn't a superpower that you currently have, but you know it's inside of yourself, it may not be fully developed, focus on that superpower that enables you to create that new reality, and you'll be working on strengthening and better utilizing that superpower. It may be one that you really haven't recognized before or paid much attention to, right? Oftentimes we don't give ourselves credit for our superpowers because the world around us doesn't believe it, doesn't see it, or doesn't value it. But we're sneaky creative ninjas, and those superpowers will find a way to help us create our new reality. Okay. So superpower trait, next to that, description of the trait and how it enables your new identity to create your new reality. Okay. Once you've done that, then the next action. I'm moving real fast here. I recognize that, but you know, time is moving by. And again, I'm trying to give you the foundation of it. You can come back and do this. But next is list 5 future accomplishments. See, you know, part of my program, your 9 Steps program, is about moving into the future to deal with your already goal achieved higher self, right? So there are at least 5 future accomplishments your already goal achieved higher self will achieve in the process of creating that new reality you're looking for. So go ahead and list 5 of them. Okay. Next, let's list 5 key habits, right? 5 key habits that new identity has that will enable them to achieve your new reality. What are 5 new habits? This is important because once we've looked at what really powerful superpowers we have, and we looked at how we can channel that into achieving our new reality, and now we've looked into the future at what is it we're going to achieve to allow us to make that new reality a reality, right? What are those accomplishments? We know that to achieve any accomplishment, we have to change our habits and adapt new habits that match the accomplishment. Okay. I recently lost 14 of the 15 pounds I regained. And I had to change my habits. I had to change my future accomplishments, 1 pound at a time. But I had to change many things. I changed who my coach was, right? I changed how I was recording my eating. I changed the number of calories I was eating in a day. I changed my gym to a gym that's open 7 days a week till 10 o'clock at night. I incorporated some virtual reality. I changed my meals, not just the calories, but the quality and quantity of the food. I started new habits, okay, related to the accomplishment I knew I could achieve that matched those superpowers, my ability to achieve whatever I set my attention on. And now I'm recognizing I am the person who can reach a healthy weight, who can eat healthy food in healthy quantities, who loves to go to the gym instead of hates to go to the gym, right? Who is willing to commit and be accountable to my son who calls me every day. What did you do today? What are the results? Right? I had to change my habits. So what are the habits? You know what they are, write them down. And then we go beyond the things that we have to recognize in ourselves, the things we have to focus on in ourselves and muster them, moving into the future and seeing the goals already achieved in the future, changing our habits. It's important then to change our style, right? Change your perception of your style, right? So I had to find different clothes to wear, right? I had to find clothes that first were uncomfortable. They were a size smaller, two inches smaller than what I was wearing. And I wore them until, as painful as it was, until I fit into them. That was my daily motivation. And now they're comfortable. And now I've just bought clothes another 2 inches smaller, right? And I will start with that. But I have a certain look. I picture myself, I'm wearing smaller pants. My shirts don't look like I have a giant, pillow stuffed in the shirt, right? That's not my style anymore. I look in the mirror, my face is different. Right? When I'm at the gym, I don't want to hide. I don't feel embarrassed. I feel proud. of what I've accomplished, and I attack every exercise with focus and determination and joy, right? I walk differently in that gym now. I say hello to people confidently because I feel I belong there. I belong with people who are trying to become healthier. So what's your style? Okay, then step number 6, create 5 affirmations, one each in a different area of your life, that will bridge the gap between the past, reality, and the future already goal achieved, new reality. So we must affirm the new reality in each area of our life. I have them on my mirror. I have them on my bedroom door. I'm going to be posting them on the refrigerator. I'm posting them all over the place so that everywhere I enter, I'm entering into that state of the new reality and reminding myself through these affirmations, this is who I am, not this is what I hope one day, maybe someday I could possibly achieve. No, this is who I am. I am healthier. I do think clearer. I have a better memory. I am eating less of the, I'm eating less and I'm eating more of the good stuff, right? I'm more organized. I'm more productive. I'm giving better service to my clients. My clients are happy and thrilled with what I'm doing. My clients are successful because of me. Right? I have those written down. You want to do the same because that's how you create that new reality. You affirm the establishment of what you have brought from the future and give it birth into the present and affirm that it is in fact a reality now. And you continue to be grateful for it now and affirm that it's real now to the best of your ability. And that's important. We're going to touch on this about to the best of your ability with patience and flexibility. Okay. So this sheet you just filled out, if you didn't finish filling it out, you can finish filling it out, this week. But put this sheet next to your bed, on your mirror, your refrigerator, door to your bedroom, door to your office, in your car. Look at it every day for 40 days, and you will begin to see this new identity manifesting if you're diligent and honest about doing it. Now, I just mentioned to the best of your ability in a balanced way. And this is very important because people can go gung-ho and say, I'm going to lick this and I'm going to do it in a week, right? I'm going to lose these 50 pounds in a week. No, you're not going to. Okay, that's not balanced. That's not reality. What's reality is a pound a week is really doable. It's healthy, right? And I'm not going to just starve myself. I'm going to eat healthy meals, a number of calories. I'm going to drink a healthy amount of water. I'm going to exercise a healthy amount. I'm going to sleep a healthy amount. I'm creating a lifestyle, but I'm recognizing it must be done in balance with the energies and the realities of a healthy, balanced life. You cannot start a business and expect to make $1 million a year in a week, a month, a year, 2 years, maybe 3, possibly. But you have your own timetable. Life has its own timetable. The spirit of life has its own timetable. So we are setting the direction of the course of our life, but we cannot control that completely. because life will step in. We want to channel our energies, but not try to manipulate the process. We want to learn to dance in harmony with the balance of life while we change our reality. That reality must be in balance with the reality that life has, but not use that as an excuse to not keep trying, or try a different direction if one isn't working, or just give it time, give it more time to make it a habit, right? If we think we're going to change in an hour or a week or a month of doing this exercise, that's not going to happen. It takes at least 40 days, right? 20 days to establish a new habit, another 20 days to manifest in that new habit, right? So we want to create a gradual, systemic set of stages of shedding the old skin and becoming the new us, the new you. We want to develop a systematic grounding in the reality of the will of life and the laws of balance around what we're trying to achieve, and allow ourselves to slowly raise our standard of tolerance, raise the thermostat to being willing and wanting to tolerate more challenge to get more results, and be willing to tolerate more discomfort to create more results. Because change comes with a healthy diet of discomfort. We have to raise the thermostat and we have to change our comfort level. So we cannot achieve what we want if it's more than what we are currently experiencing, if we're not willing to do more things and do them differently. Okay, so in order to have this gradual adaptation of the new reality, there are a few steps I'm suggesting, and you can write this down and you can also watch this again on the replay. But number one is, you've heard this, fake it till you make it, right? That is working from the as if principle, working from I see it already, goal achieved. I'm going to keep seeing it, but I'm going to keep doing what has to be done now as it leads to eventually me achieving the results I know I will achieve. I'm going to live in that already goal achieved state of consciousness, but be patient and willing to accept the slow, gradual process of manifesting that change. Is that clear? One of the things I did is I mocked up looking at my scale. I used 1 foot instead of 2 to get it to the point I wanted to become in the near future, and took a picture of it being at that place. So it's my scale, my foot, but it's at the place that will be manifesting, in the coming months. And so, and I keep looking at that and I keep being that, and I'm just going to fake it till I make it, right? I'm going to assume it's a reality, and I'm going to keep doing that until it becomes one. Following the plan, following the process, but also being flexible. And there are some weeks when I'm doing everything the right way and I gain a pound. I don't know, is that muscle? Is that water weight? Was I constipated? I don't know. I just don't know. I just keep trying, keep changing up, and then eventually it goes back down. Number 2, keep a goal achievement journal. Isn't that interesting? We just happen to have a goal achievement mastery journal in this program. Keep the journal. And in addition, there's space in that journal. Record at least one confirmation of something you did that day, or something that happened from divine grace that allowed you to take another step towards becoming your greater self and manifesting your new reality closer today. See, if we write down one thing every day, confirming that what I'm doing is working, or the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, is providing results with my effort, this will begin to change our thoughts and feelings and beliefs. And what happens? It will begin to change the person we are identifying with, because we will be seeing and experiencing momentum. Momentum is one small, gradual step at a time. We don't need big jumps. We need slow, steady, gradual process that creates momentum. And we ride that momentum. And the Daily Goal Achievement Mastery Journal is set up for that. It sets you up for small daily steps. So if you have it, think about using it again in harmony with a goal and a new identity you're trying to achieve and an old identity that you're trying to shed. Next is write down in that journal or your piece of paper 3 things. Write it down right now. What are 3 things you are willing to commit to do right now, right this moment, that is going to make this all happen in your life? If you really want a new identity, the one you have is working fine for you, then, this process works for, achieving goals in any way, shape, or form. But if you really want to change what you have been identifying with as your reality, and it ain't working for you, and you want to change it, it requires a commitment and it requires an action right now. So, what 3 things are you committing to do right now to make all of this happen? Get out your Goal Achievement Mastery Journal again, start printing out those pages again, start working with them, start following what I've just done, practice this, put up those affirmations, get in touch with those superpowers, do whatever it is, write down something, 3 things that are real things that are measurable, specific, you can do them and do them. Because in the end, it's not about intention, it's about action. Action trumps intention. Next, just what we do every Sunday, right? Just what I do with my clients. Surround yourself with people who have achieved what you are looking to accomplish. Right? Find those people who have achieved what you are looking to accomplish. I have coaches, I have mentors, I have people I contact who have achieved what I'm trying to do. I ask questions, I attend their workshops, I buy their courses, I pay for their coaching. Invest in surrounding yourself with people who know how to do what you're trying to do. And again, don't keep hanging with the same people who don't have what you need, don't achieve what you're looking to achieve, and are not supporting your goal achievement. They're sabotaging it. Don't keep hanging with them all the time because it's comfortable. Get discomfortable. Turn up that thermostat of discomfort and hang with people who can bring you somewhere that you want to be. And also what we're doing here on Sunday, surround yourself with like-minded people, not just like-minded people and like-thinking people, but start surrounding yourself with people who are truly committed to take action to achieve the same goals you're trying to achieve, and support each other. That's what we do here in this program. We support each other. And again, a role in a coaching or mentoring program to support you, keep you motivated and accountable to your goals, just like I have with my son, the physical therapist. and drill sergeant. And plus all of the other personal development and spiritual mentors and guides and coaches that I have, right? And that you have too, or about. And isn't that a coincidence? But that brings us right to the commercial of the programs that I have that can be of service. For any of you out there who are in the healthcare field, I'm really excited. This program is growing. We have new members. This Evolve Healthcaring program is to help people in the healthcare field evolve and create a new reality for themselves, a new identity, a new form of work and income generation, using their knowledge, their passions, but getting beyond treating one person at a time and trading hours for dollars. And go to evolvedhealthcaring.com to find out more about that. I'm very, very excited about this. It is manifesting. People are getting benefits. We are creating courses and programs, and people are holding seminars and webinars, and just, it's so exciting to see people achieving their goals. And the same thing with the Goal Mastery Journaling System. You already saw how powerful a journal can be. Go to goalmasteryjournal.com and discover a system that can work for you, that has worked for dozens and dozens and dozens of people, and could be the one thing you do to bridge the gap between the old reality you're trying to move away from and the new reality you're trying to create for yourself in your life. Okay. And then there is the Your 9 Steps program for goal achievement mastery. Step by step by step, we are transforming who we are, what we do, and how we do it to change our reality and achieve the goals that we've always dreamed of. You can get more information on that at MikeDeLucaCoach.com. All right, with that, questions or comments? What's the most important thing you gained from today? We're going to go maybe 10 minutes overtime or more, but I want to have you have a chance to ask questions or talk about what you found most valuable. Go ahead. Carol.
Let's see. I have a goal, but I'm not clear. I realized today that I'm not clear on it, and I don't feel like a pull. Sometimes you feel a pull, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel a pull. I haven't got the pull, so I'm not sure. I'm going to investigate the options, but it's just that I'm not clear. I can't see a picture. I've been there before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what but I have some things to do. I've committed to some things to, try and get clear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's a start. But follow this process. Go review it in Facebook Live. And remember, go back and review the courses you took with me, because the stuff is all there to help you have clarity about what it is I'm trying to do. Who am I trying to become? What am I trying to achieve? Why? Right? Sometimes it's not clear because we're not really clear on the why we want to do that specific thing. And is it actually the right path for us? Right? That has to be clarified first. So take the time to invest in that. Very good. You're speaking for many of us. Thank you, Carol. Okay, Thelma.
Okay. I liked your idea of wearing clothes that were too tight. I have a pair of pants that are 2 sizes, maybe 4 sizes lower than what I can get into. And I have them on a hanger on my closet door as a reminder, but that's not working. So
Yeah.
I have to at least put them on every day around my apartment.
Yeah. Or,
They're-
you don't have to wear them all day long, but put them
Yeah.
on as a physiological reminder that
Yeah.
this is where I want to come to. This is the reality I want to achieve. And right now, it's obvious that I'm not there, but feel that discomfort. And then when you put the other pair of pants on, feel that comfort, but associate this feeling of comfort is what I'm going to have in those other size pants, the smaller pants.
Yeah.
And start bridging the feeling, right? Bridge that feeling and be okay with the discomfort. It's going to take time and effort and a plan and a strategy and action to
Yeah.
get to where we want to go. We have to be willing to take the action and do the work.
Mm-hmm. And I have to be more discriminate about my shopping with the food that I choose. I have to give up barbecue chicken and potato salad. I'm just crazy for those two.
Yeah.
I have to
Well,
give them up.
instead of eating an entire barbecue chicken and an entire pound of potato salad, you can have, 2 spoonsful of the potato salad and you can have 1 piece of the barbecue chicken, right? That's the first step with dieting is portion control.
Yeah.
You don't have to give up anything. You do have to control the amount of calories you're intaking. And that means getting satisfied with a smaller amount. Don't eat to get full and satisfied. Eat to feed yourself the nutrition you need. And if you're not feeling full, drink water. That'll make you full. And then you'll slowly feel satisfied eating a smaller portion and a lower caloric content per day, but getting that full feeling through giving the body the water it desperately needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and the right amount, don't go overboard with it. There's a right amount of water, a healthy amount.
Yeah.
But, think about that. Think about doing it in increments. Don't think about, oh, I have to sacrifice and give up everything. I've had pizza. I've swapped out the spaghetti for these miracle noodles, which are made from mushroom based. So there's ways of swapping things out where it gives you the same sensation, but it's not the calories, the starch, the sugar, the chemicals, the fat. Be creative, right? But be willing to do the work and reduce doing the wrong thing. We don't cut it out immediately. We reduce the amount of times we do the wrong thing by spending more time doing the right thing. And right just means it's supporting our goal. It's not sabotaging it. And if you use my Goal Achievement Mastery Journal, it's in there. It takes you step by step every day to support the right things and avoid the things that sabotage.
I have the journal.
So,
I just not a journal person.
well, it's not really a journal. It's a system.
Well, I know, but I was all set. This was a few months ago. I started over.
Yeah.
The next day, I forgot about it. I just can't seem to do it.
Now, where would you say that puts you in the imagery on the PowerPoint, right? What has not changed?
I don't know.
Your identity. You just told me I identify with someone. I'm just not a journal person.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's you. That's the identity. That's an old identity you're holding on to, right? So become a journal person if that's what's going to help you. Become a journal person. Shed that old reality of I'm not a journal person. What are the qualities of a journal person? How do I develop the discipline of being a journal person? What new behaviors do I need to act with this week? What steps do I need to take this week? What new habits, what superpowers do I need to draw on, right? It's not going to just happen. And if it doesn't happen, you can't give up because it didn't happen, right? It's how bad do you want it? Why do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get it? That will determine being successful with the tools you've been given. But no one can do it for you. Right? And it's all your choice. You have absolute freedom to make those choices to do or not to do. But then we have to accept the results of not doing.
Yeah, which are never an improvement.
Well, but just creating a plan and starting small and doing little things will create improvement. Gradual momentum, gradual improvement. So start with doing the journal once every 2 days. That's what I did. Started going to the gym instead of 6 days a week, which I do now. It's once every, 3 times a week. First, it was 2 times a week, then 3 times a week, then 4 times a week. Right?
How do you find? Sorry.
How do I find the time? I make the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Make the time. That's why I chose a gym that's open till 9 o'clock at night. I make the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or walk every day. Find a walking partner. Walk a couple of miles every day. Start with that. Do something. Create a plan and do something. Okay. Thank you, Thelma. It's a lot to think about there. And, review this. Watch it again on Facebook Live. Watch the video in the journal course, right? There's all kinds of good stuff in those videos that came with that journal.
Yeah.
Okay. As Nike says, just do it, right? It's all about the do it. Do something. Just do something, right? Start out doing something, but do something with a plan and an objective and an organized step-by-step process. Okay, who else? Got a couple of minutes?
I'll share. So we kind of touched on this in our coaching session last month. I suddenly got the inkling to ask you how to approach a trip I was going to do using the explorer archetype, and I felt like I had no idea what the explorer archetype was, and I wanted to discuss it. And then as you described all of those characteristics, like it screamed out to me, oh my God, this is me. And it's like, well, if it is me, how come it never showed up in any of the archetype tests? And that's where we got into what family and school and stuff like that put on me, and so how I fit in to survive growing up. But that none of that was really me. So it was really eye-opening then to spend this month actually practicing those things. And that was one of the lists of habits, was doing one application of one of those traits a day. And that really has made a difference. I mean, there have been like 4 instances where I normally would have been more like quaking and fearful and worrying. And I'm like, no, I'm going to try and be the explorer in this. And an explorer has to like find a way to creatively use the tools I have to find new tools, or am I supposed to go around it or through it or out? And it really has made a difference this month. It's been a year since I've been without a home for my practice. And I think because of this, it has finally showed up. And I now have a new space that I'm moving into tomorrow. And it's because I was more of the explorer and not fearful. And it's reflected, interestingly enough, as you were talking, for the taglines that I've had for my businesses all these years. I've watched them evolve. I first was, we don't just treat you, we teach you to become an active participant. And then it was then it was increase flexibility, clarity, and balance in your nervous system and your life. And then it was awaken, strengthen, and be flexible in your body and in your life. And this last time I had a phrase, live a life of ignited potential with powerful grace. And I couldn't use it. And so I did come up with live deeply connected, powerfully engaged. But that's still me forcing it. And now I can see that, okay, now I am ready to be the spark, or to let myself be lit. And I can see this is the next unfolding. So it's been awesome. Thank you.
Oh, so welcome. Congratulations. I'm so excited about your progress. And, you're learning to allow your patients to be the explorer, right? To help them explore the new frontier of healthy, pain-free living, we achieve the ability to do that for others by doing it for ourselves. And you prove the formula, and now you allowed life to, provide the wind in your sail. You put the sail out, you put the boat in the water, you were heading north, but the spirit of life said, you're going to go east, right? The answer is east. And you were like, okay, I'm ready to explore east. I thought it was supposed to be this, but apparently, I'll try this. And now you've found the this that is working for now, right? In helping you manifest that new reality. Right? But you had to change the identity from the follower to the explorer, right? From the child to the explorer and the hero. You have both of those babies working in there, and for those of you who don't know the concept we're talking about, Jung talked about these 12 archetypal characteristics that live inside of all of us. And for each of us, one or more of them are much more prominent in this life or this stage of our lives. And if you've taken my 9 Steps to Goal Achievement Mastery, there is an assessment in that first workbook in step 1 that helps you identify what those qualities of those characteristics of those archetypes and how to call upon them, right? So we're calling upon our strengths or our superpowers, right? Or our qualities, right? That are there inside of us. And we learn to feel where in our body they are. We learn to speak to them and learn from them. And we call them up. We call that courage, that strength, that creativity, that bravery, that, will to explore, the ability to really govern our kingdom. We call upon all of those characteristics as tools in the shedding the old skin of the old reality and changing our attitude, our identity, our behaviors, our beliefs, changing all of that gradually to manifest the new reality. So great story, great achievement, great illustration, Robin. Thank you so much. I'm just so grateful to be working with you and seeing all the things that you've manifested. It's inspiring, and you're inspiring. One more.
Could I just ask a question?
Of course.
Did anybody else want to say something? Because I already had a turn. So anyway, my question is, are we supposed to question everything we do? When do we know we're satisfied? Do we ever reach a point where we're satisfied with improvements? And do we it seems to me this is an ongoing thing.
It's a really good point. It's important every day to be satisfied and be grateful and see how it feels to be living from that reality today And is it meeting the person that you want to become? Right? And if it is for a day, a week, a month, a lifetime, if it is, it is. But there are certain situations we are looking to have in our life, certain improvements, certain conditions that we're looking to achieve. And if we create the right plan and have the right, support with it, and we're seeing small incremental progress, we keep trying to make progress as long as we're happy with what we've reached and we're happy in the direction that we're going. And if the person we want to become is still 2 or 3 or 4 steps, like for me, I'm only halfway to where I want to be. I could be satisfied where I am, but that's not healthy.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not healthy. I need to lose another 40 pounds, right? I've lost 40, I need to lose another 40, right? I could be happy being here. I'm healthier than I was a few months ago or a few years ago, but I'm still not where I need to be able to wake up in the morning and not be taking medications, wake up in the morning and not have pain, wake up in the morning and be willing to be active and be proud of how I look and proud of, the diet that I'm eating. That is going to take time and effort. I could be happy with certain weekly achievements, but there's more to do. It's just like, every part of our life, are we happy that we read, so much information over the last decade, right? We could be happy with that, or there's so much more to learn, right? Are we happy with our spiritual progress, right? Is there so much more to achieve? Are we happy with our relationships, right? There could be so much more. It could be so much better. You're the only one who could determine that. I don't set a standard for anybody. What I do is I'm constantly looking for tools and sharing tools that I found that work, or kind of having a different slant on the same tools. But no one is going to tell you you're not okay where you are. You are okay where you are, but are you willing to settle for okay or more? If there's more, and more makes you happier or healthier, you might want to try having the more. I have people who tell me, I don't need to use your stuff. All I ask is to have just enough in my life to get by. I say, well, then that's what makes you happy. I'm not happy there. Having just enough to survive. I'm happy having enough to be able to help other people and to help my children and to help the community and to explore and do more things and see more things. And so that's why I look to continually have small, slow progress in what I do. So it's really personal.
Mm-hmm.
But also, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with, is there more I could be doing, or I'm actually comfortable being uncomfortable, but it's comfortable. Let's always be evaluating that honestly. Right?
Yeah.
Are we comfortable in our discomfort, or are we willing to put the effort in to be more comfortable in being more of who we really are, Every one of us was born to be so much a shining being, a free being, a happy being, a loving being, a realized being. We were created and born to be that. We were never born to settle. We're never born to feel less or be less than our potential. But only you can determine what it is you want and why you want it. But when you know what you want and why you want it, and then are willing to take action, nothing can stop you. May not be easy, but it's simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have all been so patient, and You worked hard tonight. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself an applause. Did some great work tonight. Had some great shares. Watch the replay. For those of you out there who are watching on Facebook, thank you for joining me. I hope that this made a contribution to your day, your week, your world, your life. This is what I live to do. I live to contribute. I don't make any claims or do this for feeding my ego or feeding my bank account. I do it because I live to serve. And if I've served you tonight, you've made me very happy and helped me achieve my true goal and my true identity in life. And that is, I've never claimed to be a master, never will, but I am striving to always become a masterful servant of life. That's my goal. And tonight you helped me be one step closer to that goal. So I thank you for that. I love you all. I so appreciate the efforts you make to be here and to be there for yourself and for the world. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great night, a great week, a great life. And we'll see you next time.